Hey guys, welcome back. Steven with North Trail RV. And as you can see today, we're set up in a different location. We are in Bermuda Lakes RV Resort, which is a brand new RV resort right across the street from North Trail RV in Fort Myers, Florida. And they have 155 sites over here, pool, rec center, laundry rooms, dog washes. We have pull-in lakefront sites over here. We can put a link to this campground in the description down below, and I believe they're running a promo code from now to the end of the year for 25% off your stay. If you want to know more, check out the link below. And as for what we're doing today, we are going to be taking a look at our very first 2026 Renegade Explorer 40 EBH bunk bed model, which is a brand new 40-foot bunk bed triple slide. So we're going to walk around it, talk about the outside, talk about some new stuff, and then we'll go inside and take a look in there. So the 40 Explorer is built on a Cascadia, a Freightliner Cascadia truck. It's a 116-inch cab. It's got a 13-liter Detroit, and it makes 525 horsepower and 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. We'll talk about the towing capacity when we get to the back, but this one was ordered on a blackout package. So this has blacked out mirrors, your awnings, door handles, wheels. That is an option. And then the paint on this solid white, this is called Tundra. And because of the wheelbase, this one's laid out a little bit differently underneath compared to some of the bigger Renegades. So on the 40 Explorer, your house batteries go up front. And this one was ordered with the Dragonfly, so this is the upgrade. There are 4 Dragonfly DFG C3Hs in here. And you also have dual 3000 Victrons in here as well. These lithium batteries will push the front air conditioner. So you do have enough lithium power to run an air conditioner. Behind that, you've got probably the largest outside storage compartment. And then behind that one, you'll see our AquaHot 450D here. So this coach is all electric. There is no propane on board. Outside entertainment. The Samsung TV, Samsung soundbar. And then on Explorer, your roof-mounted Girard awning is standard. Back here, we've got a very large storage compartment. And Renegade gives you, their design and building this, pretty much all of your storage is down the patio side or down the passenger side. So, on the other side, the holding tanks take up a lot of the bays, which you'll see, but being able to have all your storage on the side that you're spending most of your time on is nice. We have another deep storage compartment back here. And then onto the back. So with the blackout package, they black out they engrave this out of steel. So this is actually metal. And then they black it out if you get the blackout package on it. Like all of their motorhomes, they use a 2-piece rear bumper. So should you ever be in any kind of accident or fender bender or accidentally back into a trailer, this rear bumper is designed to be able to be removed and repaired without having to do work on the whole rear cap, which is just a nice thought when building these. Big Gen Y hitch on this. It is a 30,000 pound class hitch, but because of the axle size on the 40 Explorer, it is capped at 20,000 pounds. So it does have the same 20,000 pound tow rating as a Verona or a Verona LE. However, you do have a much larger engine in this. So the power to be able to pull the 2015 up to 10 to 20,000 pounds that people are going to want to pull with these, you got a lot more power and torque on demand with a larger engine to do so. They route your generator exhaust out the back, which is just another really good thought. It's not dumping out either side, coming out on your patio side. It's straight out the rear. And then on this side, see our 50 amp cord bay here, and then we do have a power reel. 8 kW Onan generator. You got 2 roof airs on this, or 15 Ks. And this one also has 3 200 watt solar panels on the roof. So 600 watt total of solar. Here's our wet bay here. So the Explorer now has power valves. So for emptying your holding tanks, gray and black, you have electronic valves for doing that. They build a nice little holder here for your outside shower in the door. And then these next two are holding tanks, but this one does have a macerator on it. And then it might be easier to see over on this side. So we ordered this one. So this one has changeable LED lighting under the slides and then under the frame rails on both sides. So both sides on the other side also have these color changing LEDs. And they are controlled from the Firefly panel inside. Up here we've got another large storage compartment. And then in front of that, that's a little bit of storage in there. And then that's our chassis truck batteries in there. In front of that, this next compartment does not open. This is a cover. These Cascadia trucks, unlike the M2 trucks or the Verona and the Verona LE, these have one big single 120 gallon fuel tank behind the driver. So that's not a split saddle tank like the M2 truck. It just has one tank. We do have side mounted cameras here also to be able to catch your blind spot. They mount these as far forward as they can. So if you've got, sit pretty high in a seat, you know, if you've got a car, motorcycle, small car next to you, these cameras should be able to catch it if it's in your blind spot. And the grill also, they black out as part of the blackout package. Let's go inside and we'll check out the new interior. Welcome inside. So we'll start up here in the cab overhead area. You do not have the option to have an overhead bunk on the Explorer Cascadia truck. So up here they've done what they call their aero cap, which the overhead cap comes down, stops at the windshield, which you could see from outside. So up here we have our 2 main fuse blocks. We have a little bit of storage on this side, but in here is our Wi-Fi router, and this one is equipped with Starlink. And this EBH model is a triple slide, so double living room slides, and then 1 rear slide, which houses the bunk beds, and we'll get to that. So the double living room slide is what gives you all this floor space up here. So you have opposing couch from dinette in the front, Samsung TV mounted on the dinette wall, and then this is able to drop down and make a bed over here. So drop down dinette bed. If you have to put a child or a couple of children, you can easily fit them on this. We do have seat belts on these, and also you have storage under here as well. These are the fillers for the dinette table when you drop it down in bed form. On the other side, we have a tri-fold sofa. So this folds up and out. You could sleep 2 adults on this. Our galley area is in the slide. And as I move over here, you'll kind of see. So the sink and the cooktop slide, and then this piece right here is fixed. So your cabinetry in your galley itself slide with it. Ton of storage under the sink, under the cooktop. And then here, you got nice area to have like a spice rack, and you got some other shelves in there and some more storage. So this piece stays affixed to the floor. On our other side with our 3-door Samsung fridge is a full-size pantry. So floor to ceiling pantry here. We've got 5 slide outs, and then a 6 down here on the bottom. And they've got some holders there where you can put your Corian sink covers and stove covers. And then they've got like a built-in countertop space over here with storage down below and 2 drawers. And if you get a close-up of these drawers, you can see all Renegade's cabinetry is just dovetailed solid hardwood. They just do such a good job with their cabinets. The accent lighting design is new for this year also. Got 2 power outlets over here and then another big storage compartment up top. You got an adjustable or removable shelf in there. So this is a mid-entry. Entry door is mid-ship due to having these front 2 slide outs up here. One thing nice they have done is they've made this really nice stepwell cover and engraved it. And this just comes in and lays over your stepwell. So you got full use of the space when you're set up and not having to avoid stepping in the stepwell over here. So single bathroom. With a big shower. And then here starts our 3rd slide. So passenger side wall. We've got our 2 big bunk beds here. They have curtains that slide on them. These both have USBs and 110 outlets in both. They have light controls for both. We have NCD day-night shades in both top and bottom bunks. And then down here at the bottom, some drawer storage underneath them. And at the end back here. And then one nice thing is that instead of having a curtain, you've got a floor-to-ceiling solid pocket door here for being able to separate the bunks from the actual bedroom, which we're going into now. So the bed, the way this is laid out, the bunk bed slide is the slide for the wall that goes all the way to the rear wall, and then the bed does not slide. So back here, driver's side, you've got no movement, and then over here are your wardrobes, which we'll show you here, are in the slide. So you got 1 wardrobe either side of the window. You've got 6 total drawers under the wardrobes, 3 on either side, and then a bunch of drawers here in the middle. Full-size king bed back here. They do give you a nice window if you got a place with a cross breeze. So you have windows on both sides, passenger and above the headboard. Your emergency window is the one on the passenger side in the slide out over here. And then, like all Renegades, this does carry 150 gallons of fresh water under the bed, so you don't have any beds underneath the bed storage because your 2 big 75-gallon water tanks are under there. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, all of you have been following along and liking the videos and subscribing to our channel. If you have any questions about this Renegade, we have this 40 Explorer, and we have a couple more on the way on order that should be showing up before the end of the year. Also, if you have any questions about the Bermuda Lakes RV Resort, check out the link in the description down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.